Hello, I'm Jashikins, and welcome to another episode of Jash Reads. Tonight, we are continuing Animorphs number 6, The Capture by K.A. Applegate. Now, before we actually get started on this, I would like to give a little shout out to my Patreon donator. Thank you, James Bevan, for not just going, okay, I'm going to share this person's videos, posts. I won't just comment. I think this person deserves to be paid, and for that, I really, really do thank you. And if you're watching this and you like my blog overall, not just these videos, but also my written posts, my whole range of content, and you want to know how you can donate to my Patreon. If you are watching on the YouTube's link in the description, and if you're watching on my blog, the blog link up above, and if you're watching on the desktop version of my blog, the blog link on the sidebar thing. Nom, 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 nom. Okay, let's actually get this video started, folks. Here's the thing about flies. Being a fly is fun. It really is. Turning into a fly, that is a whole different story. I guess it's no big secret that I kind of like Cassie. I think she's really pretty. But when I saw these two huge, glittering, bulging compound eyes come popping out of her eye sockets, I screamed. I mean, I screamed like a baby. Yeah! Great, Jake. That's going to make her feel real good, Marco said. Marco, you have your eyes closed, I pointed out. And they're staying closed too. Excuse me, Rachel said. She raced for the door of the barn and ran outside. A few seconds later, we heard the sound of barfing. You have to understand, Cassie was mostly still human at the point where the fly eyes showed up. She was about 2 feet tall and shrinking fast, and the extra legs had already popped out of her chest, and the gauzy wings were growing from her back, but her face was still a human face. Until the eyes popped out. Oh man, you think you've seen scary stuff? Maybe in movies or on TV? You haven't seen anything scary till you've seen fly eyes pop out of someone's head like a pair of balloons. She was pretty small by the time her fly mouth appeared. I was grateful for that, because later, when I became a fly, I saw what a fly mouth looks like. The eyes were bad. But if I'd seen that long, tubular, sucking, tongue-like thing come rolling out, that thing that spits on the food, then sucks the thin mixture back in. Rachel came back and said, "Sorry," she said shakily. "Anyone have some gum? A Tic Tac?" Max was puzzled. Does the morphine process disturb you? Sometimes, I said, still fighting the urge to look away as Cassie shriveled down to a few inches. Some animals give me the willies. The willies? What are the willies? Well, it's just this feeling of being grossed out, sickened, nauseated, creeped, like your skin is crawling. Willies. Is she done? Tobias asked. I'm not coming in there until she's done. Tell Tobias it's okay. Will you, X? Tobias, Prince Jake says it's cool. I smiled at Marco, who was now peeking through his fingers. X was learning to sound semi-normal, at least in thought speak. When he was in human morph and spoke out loud, he still played with every sound and drove everyone crazy. Tobias flew in through the open hayloft above. Can you hear me, Cassie? Rachel asked. Tobias, do you see her? Cassie was a true fly now. Got her. Keep a sharp focus on her, I said. Don't lose sight. Relax. It's broad daylight. She's 10 feet away. At this distance, I can see the hairs on her little fly legs. Unfortunately, oh man, that's just not even slightly attractive. Cassie? Rachel asked again. Tobias, try her with thought speak. Cassie, can you hear me? There she goes. She's flying. Don't lose her, Tobias. Don't lose her. She won't go far, Marco said. All the horse manure in this barn. Where would she go that's any better for a fly? Suddenly, in my head, I heard, Yaha! Cassie? Cassie? Woohoo! Cassie, answer us! Cassie, you okay? Oh man, can this thing fly? You guys have got to try this. This thing flies like a rocket. Yaha! Are you able to control the fly brain? Yes. Don't worry, you guys. I'm fine. Sorry. But it's just a complete insane rush. Come on, let's go. Time's a wasting. I sucked in a deep breath. I've been hoping everything would be fine, that Cassie would not have any problems. But at the same time, I was utterly disgusted at the idea of becoming a fly. And now she was saying it was okay. You think it would get easier, slipping in and out of strange shapes. But you'd be wrong. Gross is gross, and always remains gross. Okay, guys, it looks like we're doing this, I said, trying desperately to sound cheerful and optimistic. Oh, goody, Marco said. Yes, goody, X said, totally unaware that Marco was being sarcastic. Sounds like Cassie's having fun, Rachel said. Uh-huh, I said. Let's just do it. We did it. Morphine was as gross as we'd expected. But Cassie was also right. Once you were in the morph, once you got used to the fact that your vision was like 1,000 tiny TV screens, each showing a slightly different picture, once you got done freaking out the way your nasty fly tongue stuck out, once you got past the bizarre combination of hooks and bristles and hairs that made up your fly leg, once you got past the fact that nothing looks right or familiar when you're only about 1/8 of an inch long, and mostly once you stopped thinking about the stupid fly movie, well, then it was cool. I have flown before as a peregrine falcon and as a seagull. Both are cool. I mean, the falcon can go like 175 miles an hour in a dive. Faster than a stock car, faster than small planes. But flying as a fly is totally, completely insane. A housefly beats its wings 200 times per second. Say, hello there, out loud. And the time it took you to say that, a fly's wings beats 200 times. A fly moves at about 4 miles per hour, which doesn't sound very fast compared to a falcon hitting almost 200 miles per hour. But trust me, when you're only 1/8 of an inch long, 4 miles an hour is like warp factor 9. And what's really cool is you can do that going down, going left, right, or straight up. And you can change direction in no time. 1 minute you're shooting straight ahead like a bullet. The next 1/10 of a second, you're going straight up. Cassie was right. It was gross, but it was fun. Yaha! Axe yelled. Whoa, whoa! I cried as I blasted straight up at what felt like the speed of light. We are ugly as sin, but we are so cool! Rachel exulted. Let's go find some dog poop, Marco said. Kidding, he added a second later. Just kidding. Okay, we have important stuff to do, I said after we had all spent a couple of minutes getting used to the fly's simple instincts and pretty decent senses. Time to get on the bus. Tobias was the bus. The hospital was a couple of miles away. Flights are fast in relative terms, but in actual speed, Tobias was a lot quicker. It would have taken us hours. Tobias could carry us there in a few minutes. Hop on the big feathery guy, Cassie said. Aim for the back of his neck. We don't want his wings or tail knocking us off. It's a good thing I know you guys, Tobias said. My own little necklace of houseflies. It's enough to gag a maggot. Gag a maggot? Marco echoed. Gag a maggot? Hey, pal, don't be dissing our kids that way. Yuck, Tobias commented, and then we were off. And that's the end of that chapter. This is a young adults series, so and yet K. Applegate does spend time on the description of morphing. Like, she doesn't just go, oh yeah, it's gross us out a little bit. It's like, here's some gross imagery that made one of the Animorphs go outside the barn and puke. And the imagery was Cassie with a human head having eyes just popping out like balloons. For kids! It's like, oh, Kay Applegate did not need to go through all the effort of really describing the morphing process like this. She also didn't have to make it a gross process, but she did. And I think there's like a little award that should be handed out for that. And I do like Tobias staying way out of the barn, like, no, I'm not coming in until she's done. No. Because they don't bring this up, saying it straight out in the book, but it's something that can easily be interpreted from the text. We already know how good red-tailed hawk vision is. Imagine like all the other Animorphs are seeing something gross. Their friend turning into a fly. But Tobias has supervision, so he can see all the tiny little details that could be missed by the other Animorphs. So, yeah, that's like, he was not coming into the barn because he was really seeing everything. He's like, no, nope, I don't get paid enough for this shit. So, yeah. Poor Tobias. Well, the other's like normal vision being roast, and Tobias is like, yeah, I have super hawk vision. I can't do that. I can't watch Cassie morph. So, what did you think of this chapter? Please comment down below and we can get a nice and nerdy conversation started. Yay. But please remember, no major spoilers. And if you would like to speak spoilers to me, if you're watching on the YouTubes, there's a link in the description to my Tumblr Ask box where you can ask any question you want. Spoiler questions. I don't care. And the reason I don't want any major spoilers in the YouTube comment section is because I'm hoping people discover Animorphs via this video. And so there are some twists and turns that shouldn't be spoiled, and people should encounter them for better or worse without knowing that they're about to happen. And if you're one of those people that watched this video and became interested in Animorphs, and you're like, hey, where can I get my own copy of Animorphs number 6, The Capture by Kay Applegate? If you're watching on the YouTube's link in the description, if you're watching on my blog, the blog, link down below. And in both places, that link will show you to where you can get your very own copy of Animorphs number 6, The Capture by Kay Applegate. Eric. Yeah. And if you're watching on the YouTubes, please like this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so you won't ever miss one of my videos again. And if you're watching on my blog, the blog, and watching on the desktop version of my blog, the blog, please choose the follow by email option so you will never miss one of my blog posts ever again. And now we go into the real life segment where I just babble along. And oh shit. Sorry, I messed up. Okay, things got saved. Things are cool. And I work on a little bit of a graphic before as doing things. So yeah, I okay, it's recording that. Okay, live. Now, before I, yeah, between videos, I decided to spend some time with my loving. Okay, where are you? Decided to spend some time with my loving fiance, and I was like, and the thing is, he's wasn't really feeling that well today, and it's late at night, and so he's lying in bed. He's like, "Oh, come on, Aaron, lie in bed." And so I did, and here's the thing: lying in bed, like the bed is a Tempur-Pedic bed, so it's really, really, really comforting. Is that it's one of those beds where you're like, I don't feel sleepy at all, and then suddenly you're asleep. So I'm like, I'm not falling asleep. Okay, I'm just gonna close my eyes and I'll take a nap for a few minutes. And when I woke up, I was feeling a little dizzy, and I immediately started moving around, going, okay, I left my cell phone outside the room, and I didn't want to use the Google Home Mini to check the time just in case I woke up Brian, which I probably would have. And I come out of the room and I'm like, please, I wanted to start this video like shortly after 2. And so I'm like, please don't be later than 2, please. And luckily it wasn't. It was like, well, it was like 2:22. I'm like, okay, I still have time. Still have time. I can totally get this done. And so I was like, okay, race. And I did like pace around just a little bit, just because I did feel like a little dizzy, and like I still sort of need to be awake for this because, well, I'm going to be reading lines and, really getting into the part, and I can't be, well, stumbling along with something like that. And yeah, it's not something, at least tonight there was, well, it's a good chapter. It wasn't one of the memorable chapters. Like chapter, there are certain chapters and moments that I'm like, I can't fuck this shit up. Like they're really well loved within the Animorphs community, Animorphs fandom, and it's like I can't fuck this up. I can't fuck this up. I really can't. And those are always the most nerve-wracking to do. Like the ones that are big moments. Because those are the points where it's like, oh. Okay, and luckily, okay, good. Yeah, those are always the most nerve-wracking to do because every moment it feels like I could fuck everything up. And these, not just fuck everything up, but, betray the fandom. And it's really not a good feeling to do that. Okay. It's like, I don't know. I'm a very big Animorphs fan of this whole like like series where I read Animorphs has been shown, so I do definitely feel loyalty to the fandom. And I don't like to feel like I betrayed it. Okay, I'm just going to, let's adjust. Let's adjust. Let's see. I'm still like, okay, this is the nitpicky stage. Let's slow. Okay. Let's save as project. And okay, be funky. Sounds like it's finally started to rain this evening. Okay, so here is the picture, and I'm thinking of adding a quote to it. You know, some words to it. So it can. So if you have any suggestion on what the words for this picture should be, and yes, it is a ship between Daenerys and Cersei. It's a rare pair. I don't care that it never becomes canon. Actually, at this point in the show, I wouldn't want it to become canon because they couldn't. There wouldn't be enough time to really focus on it or make it make sense. So I would not like it to be canon, definitely in the show. No. And it's a rare pair, and I don't care if anyone else ships it or not. Just, treat me with respect. So, yeah. So, just choose. So if you want to comment below of what quote you would like for it to be, and I'll choose among your quotes and do it. Oh. Yay, see, there's like group participation here. Ta-da! But anyway, now it's the moment in time where I say the hopeful wishes segment. Hopeful wishes is where I say some hopeful wishes and then I drink some. And tonight will be carbonated water that's flavored. As I said before, I've had bad acid reflux lately, so yeah, I would actually be having one of the Sprites I have in the house, but it's I don't want to risk it. So you can participate in two ways. One way is that you can drink along with me. You can drink your favorite alcohol, liqueur, or whatever the fuck's lying around. And if you don't drink for whatever reason, water, tea, milk, etc. And you can also join in by submitting your own hopeful wish. And how you submit that is commenting down below, and it will, sorry, goddamn banged on the mic again. And how you can submit that hopeful wish is by comment below on this video, and next episode I will read it. Yay! And no one submitted a hopeful wish, so I will make up some of my own. I hope that everyone's doing good both mentally and physically, because no one needs to deal with medical fucking bullshit. The other is, I hope you're having a good holiday season and that you're not stressing yourself the fuck out. And for anyone who wants to say, oh, I'm being so PC because I'm saying happy holidays, not everyone does Christmas. I'm assuming a bunch of my viewers celebrate other holidays or celebrate none. So, I'm covering my bases. I'm just saying, hey, everyone, you're loved. Okay, and if you're wondering, yes, I do celebrate Christmas. Christmas. I do celebrate Christmas, but I'm not a Christian. But then that gets a whole another debate with certain people. Anyways, I hope that Lemon keeps up with her recovery. Twice a day, we have to give her her medication, which is not fun for any of us. Not fun. So I hope she recovers quickly. I hope that Rev Resner keeps on with his recovery. I hope that when my dad comes on December 23rd, that things work out well. I'm actually starting to do tarot. Some days I'm able to practice more than others. Some days I do more than my little practice amounts if I feel a question needs a little more attention. And my dad is a hardcore Christian, so if he sees tarot, I might be joked about that I'm going to hell. I don't believe that we go to hell as eternal punishment, but still a shitty thing to say. It doesn't stop it from being shitty. It's like, wow, it's like, that's actually another rant that probably belongs in the real life segment, so I'm going to hold it back here. And instead, let us drink. Talking about that, I really wish that I had chosen something stronger than flavored water. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Nom, 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 nom. Okay. You can pause this video, finish drinking, and then continue it. Yay! So, the next video will be more of Animorphs number 6 to Capture by K.A. Applegate. And that will air on Monday. So, So, when it comes around Monday, keep on hanging around the channel so you can get alerted to, be right there and ready to watch the latest editions of Jash Reads. And until next video, goodbye.